Before we begin reading, we're going to review the blue text box questions on the right. Number 1. How did the Hellenistic kings spread Greek culture? Number 2. How did Greek sculpture and drama change during the Hellenistic era? Hellenistic arts. During the Hellenistic era, scientists, writers, philosophers, and poets moved to the new Greek cities in Egypt and Southwest Asia. Many came to use Alexandria's library. It had more than 500,000 scrolls. Alexandria also had a museum that brought people to study and do research. The Hellenistic kings built new cities and rebuilt old ones. They brought in Greek architects to design the new baths, temples, and theaters in the Greek style. The kings and other rich citizens hired Greek sculptors to make statues. Hellenistic sculptors developed new styles. They did not carve ideal versions of the perfect human body. They showed people more realistically. They even showed people being angry or sad. Writers wrote drama, poetry, and histories at this time, but most of this writing has been lost or destroyed. Apollonius of Rhodes wrote an epic poem called Argonautica. It is about Jason, his crew, and their adventures sailing the seas. Another poet, Theocritus, wrote short poems about nature and its beauty. Athens was still the center of Greek drama. Writers in Athens invented a new kind of comedy. The plays were about love and relationships of ordinary people. Menander was the best known of these new playwrights. He lived from 343 BC to around 291 BC. Writers of the Hellenistic era. Writer Apollonius of Rhodes wrote the epic poem Argonautica. Writer Theocritus, he wrote short poems about nature and its beauty. And the writer Menander wrote plays about love and relationships of ordinary people. Thinkers and scientists. During this time, the most famous philosophers still went to Athens. The two most important Hellenistic philosophers were Epicurus and Zeno. Epicurus developed Epicureanism. This philosophy taught people that happiness should be the goal of life. Today, Epicurean means a love of good food or comfortable things. To Epicurus, happiness meant spending time with friends and not worrying.